theorem of equal ratios. Now we will see what are theorem on equal ratios. If two ratios are equal, suppose A upon B is equal to C upon D. Okay, if suppose two ratios are equal, A upon B is equal to C upon D, then we can write them like this. Their addition, A plus C upon B plus D. This states the theorem of equal ratio. As if two ratios are equal, then we write addition of two ratios. If three ratios are equal, suppose A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to E upon F, then we can write the addition of all the three. A plus C plus E divided by B plus D plus F. So addition of all the three ratios we can add at numerator also and at denominator also. Okay. And one more thing, it is given like that. If suppose some variable is multiplied here, k, k. Now, if we are multiplying any number to the ratio, then it multiplies to numerator and denominator, both. So here, if I multiply by k, k, here I multiply by l and l, then same thing will happen there also. If these two ratios are equal with these two, then here also it will change like AK, here BK, CL and DL. So AK plus CL divided by BK plus DL means any number if it is multiplied to that ratio and if these two ratios are equal, then their addition is possible. Okay, so this is what the theorem of on equal ratio. So this theorem we have to use in our practice set 4.4. Now we will see the first example. First example is here, fill in the blanks. Okay, for which first they have given x upon 7, which is equal to y upon 3, which is equal to 3x plus 5y. 3x plus 5y divided by, here you have to find the value, which is equal to 7x minus 9y. 7x minus 9y divided by the denominator value we have to find out. For this, first we will consider the first one. Okay, जो first है वही consider करेंगे. Given that right here given that what is given to us, x divided by 7, which is equal to y divided by 3. Okay, now see here, whatever the result we want, here is addition, 3 is multiplied, 5 is multiplied. So simple, what you have to do, you have to use the theorem on equal ratios, in which you have to multiply x by 3 and y by 5. Understood? So for this ratio, these two ratios are equal. What was the theorem of equal ratios? A upon B is equal to C upon D. Okay. So if we add, what we will get? A plus C upon B plus D. Right? But here also I have added some K to numerator and denominator, L to numerator and denominator. Same thing will happen here. Here K will multiply to A and L will multiply to C and D. Same thing is happened here. These two ratios are there. But whatever the result we want, x is multiplied by 3. So here we have to multiply by 3 and y is multiplied by 5. So here we have to multiply by 5. See here we get 3x and 5y. If we add them, same operations will be done on the denominator side. So we will get our value. So here multiply here up and down. I write it here. Okay. It implies that multiply by 3 and 5 to both ratios. ठीक है? So कैसे multiply करेंगे? 3x, write it like this. 3 into x divided by 3 into 7. See, if any number is multiplied to this ratio, then it is multiplied to numerator and denominator both. ठीक है? तो उसकी वजह से हमने क्या किया? 3 is multiplied to x and 3 is multiplied to 7. And 5 we have to multiply to y. So 5 into y divided by 5 into 3. So what we will get? 3x, 9, 3 sevens are 21, which is equal to 5 into y divided by 5 3s are 50, which is equal to. Now here you have to use this property, theorem of equal ratios. So what we will get? Here what we will get? 3x plus 5y, directly add numerator and denominator, divided by 21 plus 50 by theorem of equal ratio. There you will write down the result by theorem of equal ratio. Now we will get this 3x plus 5y divided by 21 plus 15. How much? 36. So here your answer is 36. Here your answer is 36. Same thing here also we are going to do. 7 is multiplied to x and 9 is multiplied to y. And subtraction is there. If we are doing addition, it doesn't mean that we can't do subtraction, because this can be written as 7x minus 9y upon something number is there. So this can be written as 7x plus in the bracket minus 9y. Right? So 7 in between we can put plus sign because there is multiplication is there, and minus 9y we can take in the bracket. So if minus sign is there, this property also satisfy for the minus sign. So second example you can do it directly also. What you have to do? You have to multiply 7 to numerator. So you will get 7x here. You will get here 9. Okay. In between subtraction is there. So if you multiply here, 7 7 is how much? 49. In between minus sign, numerator, that's why add denominator. 9 into 3. 24. 27, sorry. 27. And do the subtraction, whatever the subtraction is there, that will be your answer. 22. So your answer is 20. This much you have to do. Same process and write down the answer. Okay. We will see the second one. So here you will get the answer as 22. I will make a square box to the answer so that it will easy for you to justify. Same process, just change the numbers. Okay. We will see the second example in A upon 3 plus B upon 4. A upon 3 is equal to B upon 4, which is equal to C upon 7. A minus 2B plus 3C divided by dot dot dot. A minus 2B plus 3C divided by dot dot dot, that we have to find out. And in second term, the denominator is given. Denominator is given like 6 minus 8 plus 40. 6 minus 8 plus 40. Whatever the numerator is here, that we have to find out. Whatever the numerator is here, that we have to find out. See here, in the first one, you can clearly see that one A is as it is. A is as it is, there is nothing multiplied to A. For B, minus 2 is multiplied. So don't think about minus sign, just multiply by 2. Okay. Here, nothing is multiplied. A is as it is. Here, for B, multiply by 2. And for C, multiply by 3. For C, multiply by 3. So what you will get at denominator? You have to multiply accordingly, right? You just have to, here nothing is multiplied, it will remain as it is. In between minus sign is there, so 3 minus 2 is multiplied, so 2 into 4. Next, plus sign is there, so 3 into 7. 7 3s are 21. So solve this 3 minus 4 2s are 3 minus 4 2 is 8 plus 7 3 is 21. And solve. 21 plus 3, it becomes 24. 24 minus 8, it is 60. So your answer here is 60. Calculate. Just calculate. It's very, very easy. Whatever the numerator is given, according to that, you have to multiply to denominator. Like this only. No changes in this. Whatever the ratio is there, take the ratios, then multiply by the respective numbers which you have found, which they have given to us. According to that, then use the theorem of equal ratios and solve. You will get the same value. At the numerator, what we want, that we get directly. But at denominator only we have to solve. And that denominator I have solved there. But here, in this example, the numerator you have to find out. Denominator is already given to you, but numerator you have to find out. Now see here, you have to see. 6 comes in 3's table. How much? 2, right? Let me rub this now. Whatever the answer we want, according to that you have to change your method. That is only the thing here. 6 we want. 6 comes in 3 tables. How much it is? 2 right? 8 comes in 4's table. How much it is? Again 2 7 14 comes in 7's tables. How much again it is? 2 Here minus sign is there, so here minus sign will be there. Here plus sign is there, so here plus sign will be there. So for each ratio you have to multiply by 2. Here also 2, here also 2, here also 2. So here we can write a upon 3, which is equal to b upon 4, which is equal to say upon 7, multiply by 2 to all the ratios. Here we will write multiply by 2 to all ratios. So what we will get? 2a upon 3 to the 6, which is equal to 2b upon 4, 4 to the 8, which is equal to c upon 2c upon 40, which is equal to. Now what is the here given? First number, then minus second, plus third. So here also you have to do the same thing. 2a minus 2b plus 2c divided by 6 minus 8 plus 40. The denominator as it is. 6 minus 8 plus 40. So we want the numerator. So we get the numerator here 2a plus minus 2b plus 2c. You take 2 common outside. What we will get? A minus b plus c. At denominator, what we will get? 14 plus 6 becomes 20. 20 minus 8 becomes 12. Okay. So again, this is an even number. So it will be reduced 2 ones are to 6. So we get a minus b plus c divided by 6. So this much is only the fill in the blanks which you have to do. Very easy. All the 3 examples you have to solve like this only. At denominator, you have to find out the value. So according to this process, you will find all the 3 examples. But this one was different because we have to find from denominator numerator. So we have guessed that 6 comes in 3's table, that is 2 So here also 2, here also 2. All over we have to multiply by 2. Okay. Question number 2 now. 5m minus n. 5m minus n, which is equal to 3m plus 4n. 3m plus 4n. Then find the values of following expressions. Okay, whatever the following expression is given, that we have to find out. I will write down here first one, that is m square plus n square. Okay, m square plus n square divided by m square minus n square. Okay, So here you have to find out first the wait. M square plus n square divided by m square minus n square. Okay, this value you have to find it out. Now, whatever is given to us, from that we have to find out the ratio of m as to n. Okay, whatever we have given, from that you have to find out the value of ratio m as to n. So how we are going to find out what is given to us? 5m minus n, which is equal to 3m plus 4n. Okay, so now m terms take one side and n terms to the right side. So what we will get? 5m, 3m will shift here. So it will become minus 3m, which is equal to 4n is here, and minus n is there. So when it will go there, it will become plus n. Okay, so 5m minus 3m, it will become 2m. 5 minus 3, 2m. 4 plus 1 becomes 5n. N shift here, 2 shift here, so you'll get the ratio of m upon n, which is equal to 5 divided by. So first we will get m upon n. Or you can solve like this also. So what we will get here? Okay, now you will solve like last method. By this is componendo dividendo. So here you are going to what? Square. Take square first. Whatever it is given, m square upon n square. We will write it down here. Squaring both the sides. Squaring both sides. So what we will get? M square divided by n square, which is equal to 5 square is 25, 2 square is 4. Now see here, m square and n square is there. At numerator addition is there, at denominator subtraction is there. Okay. So this is what you are, componendo dividendo. So by componendo dividendo. So by componendo dividendo, what we will get? M square plus n square divided by m square minus n square. Okay. Addition and what it is? N plus d upon n minus d. Numerator plus denominator divided by numerator minus denominator. So here we will get our required proof. And it is 25 plus 4 divided by 25 minus 4. It will become 29 upon 21. So the value of m square plus n square is equal to 29 upon 21. In same way, you will find out the second one, that is 3m plus 4n divided by 3m minus 4n. So here we need 3m and here we need 4n. So 3 by 4, you have to multiply the next by 3 by 4 to both the sides. You will get the next answer. Again, same component or dividend you have to use. So there also you will get the same answer. Okay. By last method, this is the question. This question was according to the last method. Now we will see the next question. Okay. Your next question is question number 3. If what is given? A into y plus z, which is equal to b into z plus x, which is equal to c into x plus y, and out of a, b, c, no two of them are equal. Okay, no two of them are equal. Then show that. What we have to show? See here. Y minus z divided by a into b minus c, which is equal to z minus x divided by b into c minus a, which is equal to x minus y divided by c into a minus b. C into a minus b. Okay. Now see here, whatever here given it is, whatever the given thing is, this a into y plus z, b into z plus x, c into x plus y. And from this we have to show this. Now see here, addition is there, here subtraction is there and numerator. Here only numerator is there, no denominator is there. Here we have to find new denominator. Here a is multiplied to xy terms, b is multiplied, means ABC is multiplied to some xy terms. Here xy terms are at the numerator and AB terms are at the denominator. So there is no combination in between there. So first thing, if denominator we are having ABC terms, then multiply the ABC to the divide by ABC to all the given terms. So this will become a into y plus z divided by ABC. Multiply ABC to each term. Okay, so we will get b into z plus x divided by ABC, which is equal to c into x plus y divided by AB and c. Okay. Now see here, a get cancel, b get cancel, and here c get cancels. So what is remaining? Y plus z divided by bc, which is equal to z plus x divided by ac, which is equal to x plus y divided by ab. Okay. Now see here. Now see the show that what we have to show. See here. Here is combination of two numbers. A is taken common from BC, B minus C. So if we multiply here, we get AB minus AC. So where is AB and where is AC? See, here is AB and here is AC. So from AB we have to subtract AC. From third term, we have to subtract the second term. This is by using theorem of equal ratio. If two ratios are equal, then from using theorem of equal ratios, this ratio can be subtracted from this ratio. So what we want, according to that, we have to move here. Say in equation number 1 and solve like this. Let consider like this. First term, take AB, then AC, because AB minus AC is there. So first you have to take AB, then AC. So here x plus y divided by AB, which is equal to z plus x divided by AC, which is equal to what it will become? X plus y minus in the bracket z plus x divided by AB minus AC. See here, we get AB minus AC. What is the result? By theorem on equal ratio. Okay. So take A common from the denominator and minus से multiply. From minus, multiply in the bracket. So what you will get here? X plus y minus z minus x. Okay, minus and minus will multiply minus x. A take common inside, so what we will get? B minus c. See here, minus x plus x get cancel. What is remain? Y minus z divided by a into b minus c. So by taking these two ratios, we get y minus z divided by a into b minus c. This is the first term. Y minus z divided by a into b minus c. We get our first term. Okay. Similarly, जैसे हमने ये दो लिए, how we take these two and solve and find one term. From same only, we are going to solve the next one. Here see now BC minus BA. BA means what here? AB. AB or BA, whatever it is. So where is BC? See here, it is BC here. And AB is here. So from first ratio and third ratio, we have to take and find it down here. Okay. So let us say it is equation number 2. So we have to take our first ratio and second ratio. Now, what is the first ratio? Y plus Z divided by BC. Y plus Z divided by BC, which is equal to, what is our third ratio? That is X plus Y divided by AB. X plus Y divided by AB, which is equal to, what we have to do is we have to do the subtraction, because here minus sign is there. Okay, so we have to subtract BC minus AB. So we have to do subtraction. So what we will get? Y plus Z minus X plus Y divided by BC minus AB, which is equal to, now take from denominator big common outside the bracket, and at numerator minus sign will be multiplied. So what we will get? Y plus Z minus X minus Y divided by B in the bracket C minus A. Again here plus Y minus Y get cancelled. We get Z minus X divided by B into C minus A. This is again your equation number 3. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. That is equation 3. So from see here, first and third ratio, we have find out the second value. Z minus X is equal to BC, B into C minus A. Now third is what your CA minus CB or BC. CB, or you can say here BC, and CA means what here? AC, right? AC minus BC. So first, second minus first, second minus first. Okay. So this board is not rubbing. So I will write it down here. Okay. So what I have told you, what we want, we want CA minus CB. Okay, AC minus CB. That is BC. So second minus this. So you have to consider here Z plus X divided by AC, which is equal to Y plus Z divided by BC, which is equal to, you have to take subtraction. Each and every here, see at this step you have to write by theorem on equal ratio. There was not the space, so that's why I have not written. But here also you have to write down by theorem on of equal ratio. Same thing here also we will write Z plus X minus in the bracket Y plus Z divided by AC minus BC. Here also by theorem on equal ratio. That you will write down and complete the bracket. Okay. Here I will going to solve Z plus X minus Y minus Z divided by, take C common outside, A minus B. Again Z get cancelled. X minus Y divided by C into A minus B. Equation number 4. So from 2, 3 and 4, you can directly write down whatever the show that was there. Okay. So from 2, 3 and 4, जो show that था, whatever the show that was there, y minus z upon a into b minus c is equal to z minus x divided by b into c minus a, which is equal to x minus y upon c into a minus b. That show that you can write. Okay. Now we will see the next example. Question number third. Okay, question number third in there, sub questions are there. We have seen our the first sub question. Now we are going to see the second sub question. The second sub question is if x divided by 3x minus y minus z, which is equal to y divided by 3y, okay, 3y minus z minus x, which is equal to z divided by 3z minus x minus y. Okay, so from this we have given and x plus y plus z not equal to 0, then show that the value of each ratio is equal to 1. Okay, value of each ratio is equal to 1. That we have to show here. Now how we are going to show it? 1. Now a denominator, if you see, here is 3x, here is minus x, here is minus x. So from 3, 2x will be subtracted if we add all them. Here is 3y, here is minus y, here is also minus y. So from 3y, y will get cancelled. Here is 3z, here is minus z, here is minus z. 2 z's will get cancelled. So we get x, y and z term. From that we can get our answer also. Okay, so here you have to consider like this. So what you will get here, x divided by x divided by 3x minus y minus z, which is equal to y divided by 3y minus z minus x, which is equal to z divided by 3z minus x minus z, which is equal to, use theorem on equal ratios and add all them, x plus y plus z, denominator, x plus y plus z, at denominator you have to write it down. Okay, so that part I am going to write it down at downside. Okay. Sorry guys. Let us continue. Okay. So here right hand side we have to write x plus y plus z divided by all three terms you have to add. First we will write all the three terms. First term 3x minus y minus z plus 3y minus z minus x plus 3z minus x minus y. Okay. Now see here 3x minus x minus x. This is x terms, this is x term, this is x term, this is x term. Okay. 3 में से 2x minus हो जाएंगे तो क्या बचेगा? Only x will remain. Okay. At numerator it is as it is, x plus y plus z. Okay. At denominator what it will happen? 3x minus x minus x. Okay. That will get cancelled. Only one x will be remain. Now here y is here. This is y term. This is y. This is y. 3y में से एक दो 2y will get cancelled. What will remain? Only y will remain. And similarly for z, this is z term. 3z minus z minus z minus 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 2z. So this will become plus z. So how it is formed, I am going to show it right here like this. 3x minus x minus x. Okay, not showing here, I am going to show it here. So 3x minus x minus x. What it is? 3x minus 2x, right? Minus 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 sign and addition, x plus x becomes 2x. So 3 में से 2 जाएगा तो क्या बचेगा? X. Same thing for y and z. Same thing for y z. 3y minus y minus y. 3y minus 2y, we get 1. Sorry guys. Let us continue. X plus y plus z divided by x plus y plus z. Same terms at numerator and denominator get cancelled. We get value 1. They get cancelled. It does mean their value is 0 because in given it is x plus y plus z is not equal to 0. This value is not equal to 0. Okay. So whatever the addition is there, that addition at numerator and denominator is same. They get cancelled. You get value 1. So the ratios, whatever the ratios were given, their right side, their value is 1. Okay. Now, if in that question, third, fourth, and fifth is not there for you for this year, it is reduced in from your syllabus. We will see the fourth example. Okay. Whatever the fourth example is there, that we will see here. This one was very easy example. Just it was very lengthy and big given to us, but it is very easy to solve. Question number 4 we will see. What is the first question? 16x square minus 20x plus 9 minus 20x plus 9 divided by 8x square 8x square plus 12x plus 21 plus 12x plus 21 which is equal to 4x minus 5 4x minus 5 divided by 2x plus 3 2x plus 3. Now you will say such kind of example we have already done last exercise in componendo dividendo. Before below that this kind of examples were there. We were adjusting the terms. We were taking common outside. One example was there like this only. We took 5x common outside when whatever the we were getting there. We suppose AB right side the same numbers were coming. We suppose AB and then we solved it. Okay, but here you don't have to use that because from numerator and denominator such kind of equation not comes, but from left hand side and right hand side whatever the both ratios are there, from there you will get the same thing. Okay, so first of all whenever the question is given you have to simplify that in which type you have to solve this example. Okay, so 16 and here 4 is there, so here 20 and here 5 is there, so you can see that 16 comes in 4 tables, 4 za, 20 comes in 5 table, again 4 za, 8 comes in 2 table, again 4 za, 2 4 za, and 12 comes in 4 table, again 4 za. So here completely to the right side you have to multiply by 4 to numerator and denominator. If you multiply the right side completely by the 4, so here you will get 16x square minus, okay, again x square is there, and here only x is there, so here you have to multiply by 4x, so 4x into 4x will become 16x square. Again here x will come here, so 4x into 5 minus 20x, so 1x will come there. Here also x we have to multiply because x square term is there, so x into x becomes x square and here so 4x means what? 12x. So to right side, this ratio you have to multiply by 4x to both numerator and denominator. Okay. So what we will get? First of all, write down this, multiply by 4x to the right side ratio. Multiply or otherwise multiply by 4x and then result in bracket write down the result, multiply by 4x. Okay. So here we will having 16x square minus 20x plus 9 divided by 8x square plus 12x plus 21, which is equal to 4x in the bracket, 4x minus 5 divided by 4x in the bracket, 2x plus 3. Multiply by 4x. Okay. In right hand side, we have written multiply by 4x. Okay. What we will get? 4 into 4, 16x square, right? 4x into 4x, 16x square minus 4x, 20x. Okay. At denominator, what we will get? 4 into 2, 8x square, and here addition is there. So 4x into 3, 12x. So जो यहाँ पे है वही यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. Okay. So here we will having 16x square minus 20x plus 9 divided by 8x square plus 12x plus 21. Now see here, these two ratios are equal given to us, right? We have to use here the property, means the theorem on equal ratios. If we add both the terms, nothing will be cancelled because here 16x square is there, here also 16x square is there. So plus plus करेंगे तो cancel नहीं होगा. So what you have to do? You have to subtract that ratios. You have to subtract the ratio. If you put minus sign here, here minus sign, here plus will become, so minus and plus will get cancelled. Okay. So according to that, you have to put the opposite side. So in right side, what will happen? Okay. So at right side, what will happen? 16x square minus 20x plus 9. Put minus sign. Minus sign 16x square minus 20x. Okay. Divided by. Minus sign है तो next term comes in bracket. Now same thing here. 8x square plus 12x. 8x square plus 12x plus 21 minus in the bracket 8x square plus 12x. Okay. So now minus multiply in the bracket. What you will get? 16x square minus 20x plus 9 minus 16x square plus 20x divided by 8x square plus 12x plus 21 minus 8x square minus 12x. Okay. So here see, plus 16x square plus 6 minus 16x square get cancelled. Minus 20x plus 20x get cancelled. Plus 8x square minus 8x square get cancelled. Plus 12 minus 12 get cancelled. What is remain? 9 upon 21. So the ratio, value of this ratio is equal to 9 upon 21. Now 9 upon 21 can also be reduced by 3. 3 3s are 9 and 3 7s are 21. So here we will get 3 upon 7. 3 divided by 7. So value of this ratio is equal to 3 divided by 7. Okay. In same manner, you can find out the second example also. Okay. Thank you very much. Ma'am.